If you'd just like to stand here, Mrs. Corkill, and take off your dressing gown. Can I just double-check you haven't had a bath or a shower since the incident, is that right?
I just washed my hands and face.
And these are the underclothes you were wearing when the incident took place? Good.
Do you want me to take everything off?
If you don't mind.
Yeah?
What's happening about work? You're not going in today?
No.
Nothing wrong, is there?
No.
Nothing worrying you?
No, just feeling a bit off. Bug or something.
Well, I'm just downstairs. If you want anything, just give me a shout.
Thanks.
That's fine. If you'd just like to move off the paper. This will go to forensics now for tests. Right, so if you'd like to climb onto the bed, Mrs. Corkill, I'll try and make this as quick and painless for you as I can.
What is it?
Application for the liquor license.
For the new club?
Yeah. So, what's going on with you two, like? Am I getting paranoid, or are you following me?
It's our turn. Got nowhere to go. Well, we've got an interview later. Oh, yeah, with that Mr. Webb. But until then, we've got nowhere to go.
Oh, you both got interviews, eh? Well, that's good, isn't it? Well, you both look, very, smart.
Well, you've got to look nice when you're dealing with the public.
So, what did your dad think about all this? Oh, like that, is it, eh?
Don't say anything to him, will you, Mr. Dixon? I want to tell him in my own time.
My lips are sealed. But hey, listen, seems how you got nothing else to do. Joke for you. You're right. This fella, you see, he's feeling a bit peckish. So he goes into this restaurant. A fish restaurant.
What, fish and chip shop, you mean?
No, you know, like a proper restaurant. You know, proper restaurant. And the waiter says...
I don't like fish.
No, funny enough, Katie, he doesn't say that. What he does say is...
Don't you? Not any kind of fish? Well, I quite like the taste. I just don't like the idea of them being killed. It's their eyes.
Look, just let me tell it, okay? It's from the audition. I need the feedback.
Does it take time?
So the waiter says, would monsieur like to choose a fish from the tank?
Why does he talk like that?
Because he's French.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise he was supposed to be French. Sorry.
Would monsieur like to choose a fish from the tank?
You mean you've got a real fish swimming around in tanks? Yeah, and they yank it out and they kill it for you? Oh, the poor little fish.
Look, will you stop going on about the poor little fish?
Oh, that's so sad.
Look, this is a joke, this, right? It's funny, just let me tell it to you. So the man says...
Which man?
The one who... Oh, never mind, just forget it, eh? Hope to God I get a better audience than you down at the Legion.
I mean, they made a good job of it, haven't they?
Wasn't that bad a joke?
What wasn't?
No, nothing. That's what you seen Barry Grant anywhere, have you?
Now you see him, now you don't.
Yeah, mostly don't. Maxie Farnham's just a slippery. Tell you what, I'd make a cracking little news agents this, wouldn't you? Eh? Magazines and newspapers over there. Video stationery card down there.
We're doing a spot of Empire building, are you, Ron?
Hey, first one shop, then two, then the whole chain, mate. I tell you, there's going to be a Dixon's in every high street in England.
There already is.
Oh, yeah. Well, there'll be an R. Dixon's in every high street in England. Hey, sir, now, have you got a minute?
How long's a minute?
Well, just want to try this gag out on you.
Oh, go on, yeah.
Well, this guy, you see.
All right, Mrs. Corkill, just relax. Let your legs fall apart. Now, this won't take a minute. We just need to take a couple of swabs, that's all. Try and relax now.
Matty still off sick then?
Yeah. Oh, it's odd that, you know, Marcy. He fought tooth and nail to keep this job. I mean, he'd drag himself in here off his deathbed rather than let us down. It's like he's trying to avoid someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably trying to avoid getting blown up by a petrol bomb. Expected that New Britain stuff finally put the wind up in.
Ah, maybe. I don't know, Marcy.
Oh, come on, I'll sort that out. You finish off the pizza bases.
You for me?
So, where's Ellis then? Why isn't he here?
Ellis has found true love.
Bought himself a mirror, has he?
Oh, nasty, Mars. No, he's found love with a capital L and he doesn't know what to do with himself. Quite touching, really. He's like an 18-year-old kid.
Still that girl from the education offices?
Marianne, yeah. I think it's a real thing this time, though. They're talking about getting married.
Married? Ellis?
Morning. All right, boys.
Hey, Ellis is getting married to that Marianne girl.
Poor kid, she doesn't know what she's letting herself in for.
Hey, they're in love now, Simba. It does funny things to your love, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Too old to remember me.
So what can I do for you, Ron?
Well, Mick, look, I know that in principle you're for this nightclub, but I've just seen the application for the liquor licence. And, well, you know, we did say at the meeting the other week, if you remember, well, we did say that we put an objection in. And I thought, well, at the very least, we could get him to ban spirits, you know. I wouldn't object to a wine bar.
I'm sorry, mate, but I'm sticking to my original position.
Yeah, Mick, but don't you see that the more signatures I get, then the more clout it'll have? No? Oh, well, worth a try. What about you, Sinbad?
Oh, don't look at me, mate.
Haven't you had free membership, Ron? We have.
Yeah? Frank Rogers, Mick.
I'm sorry, mate, but anything free and I'm going for it, you know.
Everybody got one.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Oh, don't worry, Ron. Yours probably got delayed in the post.
But excuse me, Marcia, but I don't want free membership. He's flaming gone and bribed everybody now, hasn't he? That's typical of Barry Grant, that is. Bribe the opposition. I won't get any signatures now. I don't know, it's impossible to get any sense of community spirit going round here.
Feeling better now?
I want Tracy to fetch you some clean clothes.
Not too cold after your shower? No. I'm sorry about all the medical stuff. I know how unpleasant it is, but it has to be done. Now, do you feel ready to talk?
She's already told that other policewoman what happened.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Brogan, but I'd like to go over it again. When you're ready, Diane. You don't mind me using a Christian name, do you?
No.
When you're ready, we'd like you to make a formal statement. Do you understand what that means? So I understand from these notes I've got here that your alleged assailant is known to you, is that right?
He's our next door neighbour.
So, how well do you know him?
Oh, there was nothing funny going on between them, was there, love?
If you'd just let Diana answer the question herself, Mrs. Brogan.
Oh, excuse me. I beg your pardon, but I'm just a bit anxious for her. You go ahead, love.
He's a friend of ours. He just gave me lifts to work.
So you knew him well?
I don't know what you mean by well. I just knew him.
So he drove you into Manchester every morning and out again every evening?
Most days, yeah.
And did you ever stop for a drink, or a chat, or a meal?
No.
And he made no advances to you on any of those journeys?
No.
So whose idea was it that he drove you into Manchester? Did he suggest it?
No, I think it was his mum.
That's Barbara Harrison. She's deputy headmistress at the local school.
So his mother suggested the idea.
I don't think he was too keen on it at first.
But later he was keener.
I didn't mean it like that.
I'm not trying to trip you up, Diana. I'm just trying to find out how Peter felt about you. Did you get the impression that he liked you?
How do you mean?
Physically? Sexually?
I didn't think about it.
And what about you? Did you find him attractive?
You don't have to answer anything you don't want to, love.
I don't know what you want me to say. If I say yes, you'll think...
I won't think anything. There's no harm in finding somebody attractive. I just want to know what you thought.
Well, yeah, I liked him as a person. Yeah, I found him attractive. He was very warm, fun to be with. But I didn't... Well, I didn't try to... I just never thought of him like that. We were just friends. What would you do to him?
He'll be taken in for questioning. To another station, not here. And if we decide there's a case to be answered, and you're sure you want to go ahead, then eventually he'll be charged. Are you sure you want to go ahead, Diana? Nobody will think any the worse of you if you change your mind. It'll all just be forgotten.
Peter?
So what else is he likely to ask? What would you do if a car drove off without paying? I don't know, what did you say? I don't know. Someone told me that they take it out of your wages if that happens. Are you sure about that? Well, that's not fair.
Katie, what are you doing with her?
Nothing.
I thought you two weren't seeing each other anymore.
It's a bit difficult not to when you're in the same class.
Oh, in school, fair enough, but out of school?
Leanne's my mate. If I want to see her out of school, I'll see her.
I think I'd like to have a word with you privately, please, Katie.
Look, I'll go. I've got an interview in a minute anyway. Sammy, I don't know how to say this. I mean, I understand if you don't want to talk to me or anything. But I'm really sorry about what happened between me and Owen and that. Not that anything did happen between me and Owen. It was all in my head. And I'm sorry.
You caused us a lot of trouble.
No.
Do you? I doubt it.
I do. Honest. I'm really sorry. But I'm not that stupid anymore. I've grown up an awful lot since then. Look, I'll go and see Mr. Webb now anyway. It's nearly time. She's alright, really, you know. I know she's a bit wild and everything, but she can't help it. It's Mum and Dad. The way they're dead strict.
Yeah, well, it's the effect she's going to have on you that worries me.
Oh, and you think I'm that easily led to you? No way. More like the effect I'll have on her.
Does my dad know you still hang around together?
Don't tell him. Please. She's the best mate I've ever had. Don't tell him.
Farnham arrived later.
They're a professional couple, him and his wife. Very nicely spoken.
And is this a complete list of everybody who's there at the house at the time? Was there a lot of drink around?
There was some.
Beer, wine, spirits?
I don't know. I was drinking wine.
And how much wine would you say you drank?
Oh, she seldom drinks, do you, love? Just the one glass to be social.
One glass?
No, it's more than that. 2 or 3. I wasn't drunk. I don't know. I was upset.
By what? What had upset you?
Rod, that's my husband. He sent a message. He wanted me to ring him.
So where was he at the time? He was at work, was he?
No, he was staying at a mate's.
He's another policeman.
And this mate came round to say that he was moving to Hull.
Who was moving to Hull?
Rod, husband. Unless I rang him that night to say I wanted him back. If I didn't, he was going to go for good.
So, wait a minute. You and your husband weren't living together?
We'd had a row. He walked out.
What did you row about?
Well, he thought I was messing about with somebody.
With who?
Peter Harrison.
So did you make this phone call to your husband?
But it wasn't true. About Peter Harrison, honest, it wasn't.
Did you ring your husband?
No. Why should I? He was in the wrong, not me. He accuses me of all sorts and just expects me to run after him. Why should he call all the shots? No. I should have rang him. None of this would have happened. It's all my fault.
And is everything always your fault, Diana?
My dad's going to be upset when he finds out, you know. I know he's mellowing a bit,
That's Lynn. She tells him off.
Yeah, well, he's not going to like the idea of you hanging around with Leanne, is he?
That's because he doesn't know it.
Yeah, well, fair dues. She did apologise. She didn't sound as if she meant it.
I don't think her mum and dad like her very much. I mean, they're always off somewhere in the caravan. I know my dad can be a total pain, but at least he cares. I don't think he cares, Joe. My dad's really tough on it.
Yeah, all right, you've convinced me. I'm a sucker for a sob story.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's all true, though.
Well, look, I won't tell me dad, but you must promise me you won't get involved in any of her wild ideas.
I promise. She doesn't really have any wild ideas, you know. It's all in her head. She's always making things up.
Lying, you mean?
No, making things up. It's not the same thing.
Well, what's this job interview she's gone for, then?
Part-time job in the petrol station. I'm going to try for it as well.
You are?
Yeah, well, it's only a couple of hours after school, nothing much.
And what about your exams?
Well, I can study there. I can do a lot of reading there.
And what does my dad think about this?
He doesn't know.
Yeah, well, he's not going to allow it, is he? You know he's dead set on you doing well in these exams.
Yeah, well, so am I. But it doesn't mean I can't do other things as well. Anyway, I might not even get the job yet. So what's the point in having a row about something that might not even happen? If I get it, I'll tell him.
Like the blue touch paper and retire, eh? Well, don't do it when I'm around.
Something very odd. Carlo the Busies came round before and took that John Harrison and what's his name, Peter, away.
When was this?
Yeah, you're on about dinner time.
Don't tell me he's up to his old tricks again.
Ooh, so the rumours are true. He fingers Harrison, eh?
You know what they say, don't you? It's like an illness. Once you start, they can't stop.
So you were sitting side by side on the stairs at this point?
Yeah. Speak up, love. She won't be able to hear you.
And this is when he kissed you?
No, that was later.
So then you went into the bedroom with him, is that right?
Well, someone came up to use the toilet. It was difficult. I was still upset. I needed to fix my makeup. So I said something like, let's go into the bedroom.
And did you stop for a moment to think if that was a sensible thing to do?
No. I didn't think he was going to... that we were going to... I just thought it was more private so we could talk. I couldn't go downstairs. I looked a mess. You know, my eyes were all red and everyone I'd know had been crying.
So then what happened?
We sat on the bed and we talked. And that's when he kissed me.
And you like being kissed?
Yeah, he made me feel very attractive. But then it got, you know, a bit out of hand. I started to feel guilty and I said, what about Rod? And he said, Rod need never know.
And what did you understand him to mean by that, Diana?
Rod need never know we'd been kissing.
And that's all you understood him to mean?
Yeah. And touching a bit as well.
He took your bra off?
He undid it and pushed it up.
And you let him do this?
Yeah.
And it was at this point that sexual contact first occurred, is that right?
Yeah. And that's when I said no. I didn't want that. It was all right up to that point. Oh, and I know it was wrong. But I did want it to go that far. But that's all I wanted. Just that much. No more. I tried to stop him. But he said he couldn't stop then. He'd gone too far.
And how hard did you try to stop him, Diana? There's no evidence of any bruising. You didn't fight back at all, did you?
I did.
You just wanted to punish your husband, didn't you? You didn't scream. You didn't tell anybody at the party what had happened. You waited 24 hours before you contacted us.
It's all right, love. Don't you let her bully you.
And you still expect us to believe...
No, I didn't. You're right. I didn't do any of those things. And I'll tell you why. Because I still thought it was my fault. But it wasn't my fault, was it? It wasn't my fault. I made it quite clear how far I was prepared to go. I said no, and I meant no.
Good. Excellent.
It's my body. I know people will say I was wrong. I know they'll say I led him on, but... well, he led me on just as much, more. Because I was upset and he took advantage of that. But after I said no, anything after that, it was rape.
Yes, it was. And I'm sorry I had to make you go over things that must be very difficult to talk about.
So what happens now?
We'd like you to make a statement. But I think it's only fair to warn you that not everybody will believe this was a rape. And if you think I was bullying her, Mrs. Brogan, well, that was nothing to what she'll have to face if she decides to go ahead. This is the moment of truth, Diana. If you choose to proceed, then the whole vast engine of the law will grind into action, and your feelings and your self-respect may well be smashed into a pulp. You'll be called all kinds of names. You'll be accused of malice. You'll be accused of destroying an innocent man in an attempt to save your marriage. You'll be the one on trial every bit as much as he is, and the one most at risk, because there's centuries of prejudice behind the judgments people are going to make about you. Instinctively, the public's going to be on his side. So think very carefully before you come to any decision.
Brookside will be back on Living at the same time tomorrow, and it's a pretty tough and harrowing storyline, Diana's rape. And if that's a situation you found yourself in, or something you would just like some help and advice on, then there are some numbers going across the screen for you now. Or you could visit the Living homepage and go to the Living directory. It's kind of A to Z of all sorts of useful helpline numbers that you might need, so go there and have a look. Now, if on Monday last week you knew that Brad Pitt married Jennifer Aniston, and if on Tuesday you knew that Catherine Zeta-Jones was to marry Michael Douglas, then you could be a winner in our big Stag and Hen Show competition. Now, this is a competition to send someone and 4 mates off on a huge clubbing trip around London. So do keep it Living Live, because at 4 o'clock this afternoon we'll tell you who won that competition. Plus, we're going to give you the chance to win a top date. We're going to give away a day-to-day, anything from motor race